My name is Agnar Sverrisson and I'm from Texty Restaurant, and today I'm gonna show you how to cook salmon sous vide. Actually, it's gonna be gravlax, my style. So I take an old recipe from Iceland and I put it in the new version for Texty Restaurant. Here I have this lovely salmon fillet, which I need to marinate. I marinate it in salt, sugar, lemon zest, dill seeds, and fennel powder. So we take about half of the sugar, put it here on the tray, half of the salt. I know it looks a lot, but we're gonna wash it in about an hour's time after it's been marinated. Half of the lemon zest, tiny bit of dill seeds, and a little bit of fennel powder, basically. So then we put the salmon here, and on top we do the same, generous on the salt and sugar and the powder. So we try to pack it a little bit in like this. So we clean film this, and then we put it in the fridge for 1 hour, and then we wash it off. So now I have the salmon here. It's marinated, and I washed all the marinade off, and now it's time to portion it into small, lovely pieces. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut it just lengthwise, like this. Basically what I'm doing is cutting little 65 to 70 gram pieces. Salmon is one of the best fish you can have to sous vide cook. The texture is beautiful, it breaks down in very low temperature, and it's just fantastic, especially if you marinate it. So what we're gonna do now with the fish is that we're gonna lightly smoke it before we cook it. So we try to cling film it very tightly, so when the smoke goes in, no smoke is gonna go out, literally. So basically how we're gonna smoke this is we're gonna put this little pipe here into the tray, and we're gonna smoke it with oak chips. So what will happen is, this will be lightly smoked, so you just feel it when you eat it. So basically what's gonna happen is, when I'm sous vide cooking it, all these gentle flavors from the smoke are gonna be in the back when it's cooked. So the smoke goes in to the salmon and gives us this beautiful, smoky, light flavor and aroma. So now I'm gonna put the salmon in the sous vide bag. I'm putting a light olive oil. I don't want to have it too strong. I don't want too strong olive oil flavor in there. So basically, I'm gonna sous vide it with maximum pressure. Off we go. Here I'm gonna put it on 45 degrees for 15 minutes. If you cook it much more than 15 minutes, it's gonna overcook, and it's not gonna be very pleasant. So what I'm gonna do is, now I'm gonna take the salmon out of the bag. It's warm, it's nice and firm. You can see that, it's beautiful. What I do often is that I cut a little bit off the end of the salmon before I serve it, just to taste the seasoning and the texture of the fish. For example, now it's perfect. But before it goes on the plate, I'm gonna blow torch it to give it a little bit more smoky flavor, and just on one side. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna serve with the salmon, apple and cucumber. So what I've done with the apple and the cucumber, I've sous vided them. What happens when I sous vide them, I cook them lightly, or I cure them lightly, and a little bit of salt. So what happens is that the texture changes a little bit, which is great. So I mix them together here. Then I have some chopped sorrel here. I put some olive oil. So I'm just gonna plate it very nice and simple. Cucumber goes here. Just scat it around. There's no point trying to have it too fancy. The rye bread goes a little bit here. Salmon goes on top here. I have some chopped dill, so I'm gonna put on here. And that's why I call it gravlax, because I'm putting the dill on top there again. Here we have Icelandic söl, which is seaweed, which is amazing. I love it. So what we have here now is sous vide and cooked salmon, which are marinated, dill on top, some cucumber, apple, and horseradish sauce. Done.